I'm just curious because you're, studying government and you want to be one day, implementing some policy, and you yourself have studied feminist theory. So because that consists of studying certain trends. So I'm wondering what kind of trends do you think we'll be seeing in the future, or what kind of policy implementations do you think, we could all benefit from what you know now?
I think I think that for me, the reason why I I personally am more of a policy or am interested in policy is because I think that that can make the most concrete change. But I
Yeah.
do not think that it's the only way to make change.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think, one thing that I'm super interested in is social movements.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and one thing that I've actually been studying is the idea that social movements now, specifically for the youth, look so much different than
Yeah.
past. And one thing that kind of is different is the ability to horizontally organize. So you basically take an idea, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone in this movement believes in one idea, but there's so many different facets of that movement outside of just one, one leader, one idea. We do it this way. We're advocating for this.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that specifically with the youth, I think
Mm-hmm.
that youth movements and horizontal organization and social media mobilization, those things will be more pushed into positions where people can influence, or the youth can really influence elections or policy. So I'm really excited to see where that goes. And
Mm-hmm.
one thing that, you know, like I think it was Thailand had a lot of youth movements with the situation with their king in
Yeah.
the past. So I think
Mm-hmm.
the Thai youth protests also really provide an interesting blueprint for
Mm-hmm.
some American youth movements as well. Obviously, we're not necessarily rebelling against a monarchy, for example,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Though
I
everyone
think
has at some point.
exactly,
Yeah.
we're not necessarily, organizing in that way, but I think horizontal organization or horizontal youth movements or that kind of structure paves the way for that diversity of opinion that me and you were talking
Mm-hmm.
about. And I
Yeah.
think that way one group doesn't dominate the conversation, which is
Mm-hmm.
crucial.